I just got banned from Zeratriki's chat for quote-unquote rage baiting when I was only voicing my opinion and responding to chatters. He was not even playing the game during, and he read my message and banned me. That's it. Here's the issue. I hate when people create their own echo chambers and not listen to other people. I mean, this is the perfect example of that. I said draft can be optional, but only applies to 6-man teams and pro teams, since 12 random people can't draft properly. The chat immediately assumed I never played any MOBA before in my life and tried to bully me. They said I don't even know what I'm talking about, or I don't know how the draft works. The draft will fix all the lopsided match issues for them. It was like draft is a miracle pill for them to fix their matches basically. I denied this and I stand with what I said in first. Draft is a copy-paste system from other games, and it causes more issues than people realize. It's a professional system where it requires attention, synergy, and thought to work. When 6 people want to play carry and there is no other roles in the game, this will cause problem immediately. Currently, there is 2 to 4 support players in each game, and game itself balances itself quite well. Only way a bad draft to appear is when 3 people parties are unbalanced. If you are solo and duo, you are almost guaranteed to get a nice team. Except the outliers. People see the outlier games and say it's the experience every game everyone encounters, and it's false. Without draft, people are climbing to Eternal 6 and labeling people with role tags, forcing people to counter each other, will definitely cause problems to casuals and pros and streamers too. They will ban your character or their own character's counter and abuse every little detail about the system and force it to work their own benefits. It will go opposite of why the draft system even came out for, which is more balanced games. Balance of the game will be even worse because 12 random people can't draft properly. People who ask for draft is much louder than people who don't ask for it because they don't even need it. People don't cry about a system that didn't even came and they don't need, because while people with problems, quote-unquote problems, think this is the change they need to ascend their ranks, which is so untrue. Draft is being used in Deadlock Night Shift and pro Deadlock matches, but you are not a pro and you should trust the system to balance your game more, or play with a 6-man and do your own team composition. If we copy-paste the broken draft system from other games, it simply won't work. Was the chat message got me banned for quote-unquote rage baiting, but Valve and Deadlock developer team are smart enough to innovate and implement something better than the copy-paste draft system from other games. This Zeratricky guy thinks he can invalidate my opinion by classifying it as rage bait and banning me from chat. But in reality, he doesn't know how to come with a counter argument other than this one guy in top 500 has it in their name, so therefore it means we need it. Like that guy has it. It was like hashtag need draft or something. I don't know, I don't remember. Okay, I want to give a recent example of when community cried for a change and it backfired to them. Okay, it's a different topic, but the example is similar, okay? My Rivals players cried for a rank reset. When it was the only game, not having rank reset felt like a breath of fresh air, since not everyone has infinite amount of time, like the streamers. People like me, who play sometimes, could maintain their rank through seasons, without being required to play again to regain their ranks. People cried for rank reset and they got it, obviously. And it threw off the balance of matchmaking so much that people quit in masses. People who got their ranks reset came back online in different times of the season and stumped the low elo players again. And it separated the gap between them and their deserved rank again. This caused you requiring to play more games than you're capable of playing to even come close to the rank you deserve, even though you haven't changed a bit. This caused burnout, and many of my friends in my Rivals group separated. They don't even look at the side of the game. The people respect the game as much as the game respects the people, and expecting 12 people to draft properly in a competitive manner is asking too much from people. They call themselves ranked competitive players, but even they and people they play with are casuals that don't need the draft. Pre-draft bans, last counter picks, blind picks, these terms have no right to even exist and can cause you to lose the game before it begins. Not only because the character choices, people will lose their minds and mentals because of it. And the game doesn't need to be psychological warfare before it begins. Draft knowledge is another thing that can increase the mountain of barrier to entry knowledge and turn people off. Swapping the current system of ranked with draft system blindly will shock the majority of the people and only benefit to people who exploit the system. The game itself has a rank MMR balance problem, and it's understandable, but it's pretty balanced on the role and hero departments. Counter buys and item system are balancing it pretty well. Waiting for a patch, waiting for a draft, need to fix this and that is kind of loser's mentality, and we need to get out of it. Otherwise, the game will be another oversaturated MOBA where it's similar to other MOBA games. We need to let it flow and trust the developers to come up with their own system. Instead of asking for something, we need to give feedback to current thing. This is how you give respect to products and company you love. Thank you for listening.